What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Jovial Pursuit podcast. I'm your host, Jovi, with my co-host, Brandon. How we doing, Brandon?
Doing awesome.
Doing
Awesome.
awesome. Uh,
Yep.
how's your week been?
Good. It's been busy. Had people let's see, had some speaking engagement stuff I was lining up. So
Nice.
um it was good. Just trying to figure out like what in the world, like I've done speaking engagements in the Midwest where I always drive to.
Hmm.
Um haven't done too many like around the country. And I like the place that I'm looking ahead is like in the Carolina area. Like So and haven't been down there. So I'm just was doing some research on what's down there, what's fun, what should you do.
Are you just going by yourself, or are you gonna make it like a family affair?
I think I might take the family along because we have this like scratch off poster of all the national parks that we're gonna try and take all the kids to.
Nice.
So there's like Congaree National Park and like the Smoky Mountains
Hmm.
kind of down there.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah.
So,
So
are
how
you
was your
doing
week?
much hiking, or finish
Oh,
talking about you? Hold on. I'm
okay.
I'm interested in your life, and so are the people.
Okay.
Uh, Also, they're apparently scared for you. Like they're like, "Yo, blink twice if you're safe. Blink once if not." People are out here worried about you, man.
If I'm safe in this,
In this
100%
relationship,
no. 100%
sir.
no.
Come on,
No,
sir.
no. It is only a matter of time until I get roasted to oblivion.
You
Yeah. No. It's gonna if we ever do like a live thing anywhere, like it's
we
just I'm doomed.
that's not true. I don't get amped up by a crowd. That's
Dude, you feed off of them. They start laughing and you're like, yeah, like you like the like the guy, like the meme of the guy that, or the like the gif where he like pops up from the tree and he's like, like that's you and that's you and the crowd starts like laughing. You're like, I got him. Got him
no,
right where.
because see,
Mhm.
everyone points me to be a villain, and I'm like the nicest person in real life.
Oh
We all
yeah.
jest. We all jest, but like the way I treat people, I actually treat people pretty damn well. And I want to see the best that's within them come out and like see that, you know, shown to the world. So,
Fair enough.
but do I have my little,
You couldn't see you had to. You're like, what do I like? You just had to go for it.
moments of deviance? Hey,
Mm.
leave me alone, okay?
Yep.
My week's been pretty good. Week's been real good. Whole switch up. I had a story that I was supposed to get into. I'm gonna have to push that off. Some things got changed, but I do have a different one. I got a
Mm.
different one. One, my mom just had her birthday here the other week. So I've been thinking about her, and one of the things that comes to mind is when I was a kid, she used to read me the story that I eventually ended up buying, and
All
it's
right.
called Sam Who Never Forgets. And it was one of those things. It was like the most probably one of the most sentimental times in my life with her,
Oh yeah.
as like we bonded over this idea of like no matter what, no, I'm not going to forget you. you know Anything that comes up, yeah, there might be a lapse of time, but recognize I'm never going to forget. So it was her reminder that I'm always going to come through for you. And that's been like one of my most treasured memories. And now I have the ability to do that in my near future, as Jill and I are going to have a baby. We found out.
Yes.
Woo, woo.
This is awesome.
We're excited to tell everyone. We just had our first sonogram the other day for the heartbeat
Mm.
for the first time. It was amazing. Also, kid got his first inaugural roast pre-utero.
You know what's bad? Like we're putting this on the internet, And there's like, if it's your kid, like you're pretty good about calling stuff back, right?
Mhm.
Like, so there's a moment where like years down the road, this kid's gonna be like, Dad, you roasted me before I like was even like I like still had like a tail and like alien face,
Super
like
alien face.
like
That's
like
the message I sent
you
to everyone.
you roasted me really early.
Listen, kid, that's why you're so good now. And I'm proud of you.
Okay, okay. And that's why I'm proud of you.
Listen, I just know that kid is going to be the most quick witted kid in his class. And for that, that's going to take him far.
Oh man.
I'm opening up a whole can of worms on the world. So prepare yourselves. Uh, take me and then like condense it and like throw away most trauma. I'm working on some.
just,
I'm working
just
on
like
it.
leave.
Get rid of that and like all the good stuff, like some bad. I'm not
Yeah.
perfect, yo, but and then throw that whatever you know of me, that guy. He's or girl. I actually want a girl. Mm. But nonetheless, this is my biggest dream come true. I've always wanted to be a husband and a father. I'm a husband, and now I'm about to be a father. And my wife gonna be a mother. You know, she's very excited for that. Jill, I love you. Shout outs. So yeah, that's my good news. I'm a little story.
Oh man. I'm so excited for you guys.
I
This
know
is gonna be
you've been, bro. I was not prepared when I opened my door. It's like 8 in the morning, and there's this little package.
mhm.
No address. I don't know where it
Nope.
came from. Just my address on it. Where I'm like,
Bah.
it it could have been like paraphernalia, and I don't know how it got there, but it wasn't.
Mm. Mm. Nope.
That's you. I see you wanted to jump at it. I'll tell you this before I finish that. Uh, this is one way for us to like slowly wean off saying that so we could get a sponsorship one day because we're probably not gonna want that in our vocabulary of episodes. But also, if it's who we are, then that's who they know. We call it good. So
I just don't know who can't smile saying it that way. Like,
right.
like you can't like
Say what though?
mm,
Could you for the crowd?
aren't we even are we not we're
No.
not supposed to.
Uh, okay.
This is a bad. Oh, okay, hold on. This is I just thought of a really bad game that we should play and we
Mm.
shouldn't do it.
How you gonna start something but not finish it?
Who
I
could get
started
a
a story but
who
didn't finish it.
Okay, all right, fine. We'll get back
Oh,
so
all right.
I'll tell the game
Innocuous
later.
package showed up on my door. I was like, what is this small package? I open it. It's baby jumpers, like little baby outfits. And I was like,
Hmm.
huh? And it's Stevie Wonder on the front of it of all people.
Yeah.
It was like, who? So I instantly knew who to go to. So
Yep.
I sent you Jacques. And I said it just like that as I found
Yep.
the gift for it.
Yeah.
And I could have swore you were just playing dumb.
No,
But
I
then it
just
was
was
just
like,
because you didn't respond to some messages. Call back. Told y'all
mm,
he don't he doesn't respond to my
hours.
messages. Days. Anywho, anywho,
No.
I
No. Yeah.
will blank your screen out. I will cut
Don't.
your camera feed.
Uh, uh, uh.
No, he sent me, and I was like trying to figure out who sent him. And then he didn't respond when he said he was gonna. He said, "Yo, I got an appointment. I'll call you an hour." He made me wait like 4 or 5 hours. Sir,
Sure.
answer my question. Jacques Hughes. And also, apparently, he doesn't know French, which we know the word accuse. All he had to figure out was je is I, like je m'appelle. My name is.
It was 11:59.
What
I
was the one
responded at
before that? What was the
12:09.
one before that?
The Dolphins and the like how we
Who-
know what they're saying.
And when did
And
that
then
go? And then
the
and the one
foam
before that.
noodle.
Okay. Right. The
Okay,
foam
foam
noodle
noodle.
was like a week prior.
It was a it was
Because I sent that on
hold
Friday.
on.
I sent that a week
Yeah, that
ago
was Friday.
today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. Woo! Who's a
No.
gaslighter now? Who's a
Okay.
gaslighter now?
Don't even.
Jill, I always told you I gotta look out for myself because he's gonna try a lot. Told you.
Okay.
I'm glad you pulled up the receipts. I appreciate that.
I think what that technically plays out to is we were both correct because I definitely respond.
You see how
Dude, I
gaslighters
like
do?
tried to pull. Wait, what?
You see how gaslighters do? They always want to make it just break even. Well, I guess we're both wrong. Wow. Wow.
Except that's literally what happened.
Wow. And people are
I
worried about you.
responded.
And people are worried about you. They need to be worried about me. This man, I'm telling you, he's manipulating the game. He's doing the whole thing. Walt, I told you. I'm shouting the
Check
people out
this.
because he was the one that was worried about you. I was like, this man is fine. Leave him,
See,
don't ask him
I don't even.
questions.
I'm not even on social media, so I don't even know if this is actually happening. So it makes me want to like get on Facebook just to be like, is this actually happening, or is it just
Oh, they
like
don't say that in
constantly?
the comments. They should
What
to
What do
to
they?
further the put. No, they tell me personally.
Oh,
They're like, I found your number in a dumpster somewhere. Hey, leave that man alone.
first question.
I found
Why is my number in a dumpster?
your yellow pages. It's a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking too many questions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thanks for the gift. Caught me
Yeah,
off guard. And you're a gaslighter. I think that's the end of that tale.
that's a good summary.
So what's your what's this game that we're not supposed to play that we should play?
I was trying to think of all the people that shouldn't say that word and who could get them to say it the first. Like grandparents, people in monasteries.
Right.
Like it's not a
My
good game.
it,
It'd be
it
like,
is. My brain immediately went to knock off the people who say that in their daily careers. So like doctors and nurses, for instance,
yeah.
because of ODs, lawyers,
Mhm.
politicians, you know,
No.
all of them fall in there. And also, let's face it, politicians have that in their personal vocabulary anyway, because
There
who do you think's buying most? Allegedly. There we go.
you go. Allegedly.
But who? Kindergarten teachers.
See, but I think they would say it outside of school. But would you say it in school?
No, you should not be saying that in school. You got to be in like seventh grade or up to be able to get away with that one.
Mm.
Because in
So yeah.
history class, you could talk about opium and heroin, the
Mhm.
heroines. Health class, just all of them in general. I'm not gonna list them all.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna push
Yeah.
our video.
Yeah. But no, I was like, I wonder which ones like that would never, and they'd be like, I would never be caught saying that word, and if we could somehow convince them, but we don't actually have anything to like reward them with. We can't be like, hey, if you say it, here's a
A
gift
shout
card
out?
to
I
Taco,
don't know.
a gift card to Taco Bell. Like,
I got you $10 to Five Below. Promise you that.
dude, did you see that? Like, Dollar Tree and Family Dollar are like, yeah, we're too expensive. We gotta close.
Dude, I was reading that last night, actually. I was like, because there were like 5 articles in a row just talking about him. I was like, first of all, when did Family Dollar get bought by Dollar Tree? I figured that would have been the other way around because Family Dollar used to be popping back in the day.
Mhm.
Well, for us poors, it was a good
For
time.
all of us peasants out there, Family Dollar was like
It was a
that's where
good
you went.
time, bro. They had variety of stuff. The
Oh yeah.
summertime
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah.
man,
Man, I remember
party.
walking in there with like $10 and feeling like I could just
Ball
pull
out.
stuff into the cart, just like, hey,
Yo,
what do you all need? I got you. I got you.
you want a lollipop? Tommy,
Yep.
Tommy. Just like popping bottles of soda. It was always sparkling waters. You just fucking
Yep.
champagne. Dude,
Oh
they even
man.
had the champagne fucking
Yeah.
apple
Yeah. Yeah.
cider in there.
Yep.
Oh, good times.
Yep.
How did we get?
But yeah.
Oh, that's right. Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're having a hell of a time. Closing like 1,000 stores.
Yeah. But that like when that feels just crazy to me if there's a company that's like, like
Finished.
that's when you know.
Yeah, finish the thought. Finish the whole
Well,
thought. Because it's
well
probably the
it
same
just
thing I said last night.
well just the idea like we're too like our prices, like no one's buying our stuff, we can't afford all this. That's when you're like, oh, middle class, lower class, we're for a bumpy ride here. Like, hold on.
Essentially it. Well, the mere fact that your whole business model is to take the poorest economic class and profit off of them. Um, who gets hit the worst when there's economic downturn? Downturn? The poorest.
Right.
And you're looking to profit during this time?
Also, did you just say the pores?
Listen,
Like,
I was one of them.
well, I just like that you were like the pores.
Listen,
Like
I grew up on them. Like their whole grocery section was in my cabinets. Their little pool noodles were the ones that I had at the beach. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because we didn't have a city pool or nothing like that. So
Mm.
lakes.
Yep.
So
And
yes,
everyone
I said the
knows,
pores. It's the
and everyone knows
it's
like,
funniest way to say it.
yeah. And everyone knows like when you have those like pool noodles from Family Dollar,
Mm-hmm.
like they're good, but you got to get out far enough because the seaweed
Yeah,
just
true story.
gets gets
True
real
story.
weird underneath you, and you're like, I'm just you need to muscle through whatever this is to get to the good stuff on the other side.
I never had that much of a problem with seaweed. I would go down there and pick it and like just weirdly touch it. But I got a weird like,
For
bro,
real, you're just like,
don't laugh at my chisel. Leave me alone.
and say
It's a
that.
texture thing, man. I was like, and I'd be looking at it for like, it'd be like 10 minutes, just one piece of seaweed, rubbed it to the point where, oh, this is coarse underneath. So they got like a mucus.
Yep,
It's kind of weird,
100%.
actually. I
Yep.
recognize, actually, in retrospect, I was a bit of a different kid. And, here's hoping my new kid doesn't get that.
You do realize, like, first time at the beach, you're gonna be like,
I'm gonna be scoping out. I'm gonna be like, oh.
you're
No,
gonna
because I used to play with rocks and stuff. And not to say that it's a bad thing, because it's absolutely not. It's definitely
no.
made me who I am today. But we all know that comes with its own trials.
Mhm.
It's got its own difficulties. And that's more so the thing that I wouldn't want to wish as opposed to the actual thing.
Yeah.
Is I already know that I'm gonna have to deal with the whole color system and recognizing like, yo, you are different from the rest of those around you, but it's okay. Love yourself, so
Mhm.
on and so forth, because that's just still part of the narrative of
Yeah.
the time. So, I'm excited for all the coaching things that'll come along the way though. I'm very excited to be a parent.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Bro, we
I am
went through
too.
a roller coaster to get through.
Oh,
You're just as excited about it as I am.
I so am.
He's so stoked.
Because it's a new level of experiences. Like the stuff like like there's part of me that just like remember how I said my child got to the top of her bunk bed and just went like just painted her room.
Hmm.
Um like that's one of those where I'm like, "Oh man, I can't wait to hear your take on that when that happens." Like
It's gonna be
cuz
colorful.
I know. That's why I'm like this is going to be so much fun. Like it's going to be a nightmare like when those things go on, but at the same time it's going to be like that this is why like you talk about it with your friends and you're like, "Did your kid do that?" And they're like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep."
Dude, you know how you get stoked about my random like catchphrases and whatnot?
Mhm.
I had one from 2011 that came up on my Facebook memory, and it goes with the times of today. It said something along the lines of, I'm as overjoyed as a New York City dump truck because it's full." I'm just spewing, just I'm that overjoyed.
Yep.
It's a good time. Raspy have a good time in there. It's all right.
Yeah.
They feast. Somebody's
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Somebody's having a great time in that.
Oh yeah. No. I'm excited to. Well, you know me. I have a tendency to think that I'm better than many others, and I just be like, guys, here's how you do it. This is how it's done. Y'all
Mhm.
been complaining all this time. What's up? I've been showing y'all. It's good. Y'all just making it so difficult. Like, wow. I'm gonna make a series of videos just like talking shit. What you mean? You don't know how to do the tip check? Come on now. Come on now, wrist.
Mhm.
Y'all don't know nothing.
I
But
I'm
again,
telling
it's
you.
I help raise my younger siblings, and I mean like to the fullest extent of that, changing diapers, heating up food, the whole nine, getting ready for school. So like it's not completely foreign, is how I would put
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like everyone's had some manner, like especially if you're a sibling, taking care of, your kid brother or sister. But like not everyone also has that full step up ability, like thing that has come
Mhm.
in their life, like the parents are too busy or something, and that person
Mhm.
has to step up. So I mean, that's given me a leg up, and at least the basics of everything.
Yep.
I'm still gonna go back for refresher course and
Yep.
whatnot, but read up on any new technologies that come out,
Yep.
all that good stuff. But I'm a
I
gloat.
I look I see here's the thing. I look forward to the day when you're like, I never thought I would have said this or thought this. I look forward to those days because I'm telling you, parenting does some weird things to your head. Like what like for example, like one night with our oldest when she was not sleeping at all. Like I mean, we were on like hour, I don't know, 4 or 5, just like up and down, trying to rock her, get her to bed. And it was like one of those moments where I was like, I got this. I got this. And I got her actually calmed down. And I was like, oh, dad win. Had her on my chest, and I was like, here we go. I'm just gonna like hold her, snuggle her, because she's like,
Hmm.
she's gassy. She needs something. And I it was one of the most like humbling moments in my life because I'm sitting there and it's like middle of the night. My wife, like, it's been a hard night for everyone. Like, let's just make it through the night and it'll be fine.
Hmm.
I'm holding my daughter. All of a sudden, I have this moment where I'm like, I gotta pee. I gotta pee so badly right now. Like,
Hmm.
I forgot to actually do that. And so in that moment, I was like, I think I'm gonna pee myself to keep this child asleep. I'm telling you, the crazy thoughts that come through your head as a parent, because again, I'd been up for like easily like 19, 20 hours straight after of like multiple like months of like 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep. Like, so the crazy thoughts that come into your mind.
Bro, unfortunately, that's a regular occurrence for me as far as the sleep. So
Cool.
when I tell you I'm carrying that baby with me to the bathroom, hmm we're
I'm
doing
just
the
telling you.
do.
I know you're the
No,
crazy thoughts that
I
come
get
into your
that.
mind.
I get that, but I mean it's like the same. It's that you don't know how strong you are until you are a parent. Sometimes, like the lifting of a car because your baby's trapped underneath, and like you don't know where that strength comes from. Like it's very foreign, and there's a lot of aspects to that. And it's the fact that I'm aware of there's so many foreign things that
Mhm.
there's at least that anticipation because like, all right, I know I'm gonna be like throwing a blind side. How do I handle just being, knowing there's a blind side? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Settle with it.
Yeah.
But I know that there's a lot. But I talk a lot
Yep.
of shit. But I mean,
I think I think that's the other part that I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting because
mm,
it could because of like
don't let me
the
be right though. You'll
I
never hear the
know
end of
that's
it.
I know that's the other part. I'm like, it could be like a really humbling thing and be like, that's why we don't say those things. But it could be one of those things where you kill it and you're like, but that's why I say those things. And I'm like, now I'm never gonna hear the end of this. It's
Shouldn't have
just gonna be
doubted me.
like, yep.
Shouldn't have doubted me. See, that's when
And then
people
it's
rue the day.
then it's just gonna be two old dudes way later in life, like sitting on a on a porch,
Remember
rocking a
my
chair,
first
like,
kid?
remember that one time? I'm gonna be like, shut up. Of course.
I'm just gonna look over and smirk. Oh, shut up.
Like
It's been
exactly what it'll be.
60 years. Leave me alone.
Like, just go, just shut your mouth. Just stop it.
She's like, I don't want to wish death upon you, but if you could move to a different retirement home, I'd appreciate that. It was just me calling you. Just
Yep.
remember, you're
Just
gonna be
no.
begging to be gone first.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. You know what? Any day, Lord, you got me. Any
I'm
day.
coming home.
Hold on, one
Just,
more call.
yeah. Just wheel myself out somewhere. Like, no.
Get out of the room. I'm not going back. Oh,
Uh,
don't let me be the reason you end it. That's terrible. Nah, dude, you're one of the people that care the most, like actively. Like many people care in my life, but like you take an active role in that, and I appreciate that. So I know, like, if I ever need tips, like you'll be one of the main people I come to. See,
yes, that's like one of the best wins of all time.
you just shouldn't say some stuff sometimes,
Nope.
you be
Nope.
you be like caught up in the mix of it all. You get a little vulnerable, and then you say some stuff that you probably can't take back, and someone's never gonna let you live down. And it'd be like decisions were made today that I don't necessarily agree with.
Really wish I had like a victory like soundtrack or something. I could be like,
Well, I mean, if you had your little Apple widget thing on, you'd be like thumbs up or something, or the fireworks things. Don't
ooh,
do.
should I turn
You go ahead. Go ahead. I'm having a kid. Do. I,
this one?
yeah.
Yeah.
It gets so dark.
Yeah. What I think this is the other one, right? Yeah.
Confetti.
See? What else we got
I'll
here?
have to overlay it on my side and post. It just looks.
Um, it's just like all good. Oh, yep. What else we got? Ooh,
All right,
see?
weird turn. Okay,
Yep.
Michael Jackson, switching it up in
Hee hee.
the lasers in the back. Switching up. How old were you when you found out ducks have corkscrew penises?
Oh yeah. This was 5 years ago.
So,
Yep.
do you know why they're
Yeah, because there's
corkscrew?
different chambers. Like
Do you know
and
why there's different chambers?
because the female gets to choose like who gets to be the dad, right? And she'll be like, "Nah, you're not dad
So
material."
I said this is a dark turn.
Oh, I don't feel safe anymore.
So Animal Kingdom's a wild place. Things happen out there that we don't accept in our society. Uh this is why they always say if you raise ducks and you have more than one male, make sure you have more than one female. Because males will gang up on her,
Mhm.
sometimes killing. Uh
Yep.
so over time, evolution started to rework her system so where she wouldn't be impregnated all the time. But evolution works on both sides. So as her canal started to spiral and venture off, his started to spiral and be able to move on the tip. So now they got corkscrews. And just for anyone who's curious, just we're already talking about crazy facts. The largest ever measured was 16.7 inches long.
No. Dang.
He was out here with the same length as some horses, and his body size is
Yep.
1/50th.
That's
So,
crazy. I we had a we had ducks that would like nest in our like flower box in front of our house.
mm,
And I did not that's so the only reason I know this is because I saw them gang up on her in our front yard and it was very disturbing. So much so that I went out there with a wiffle ball bat and I was like, I'm gonna get you guys.
oh,
Like, get off her.
true. Do
So
that. Protect women. Absolutely do that. So Tanner hit me up one day. He was at the park with his boys. And some activities were going on with the ducks. And he's like, "Oh yeah," the boys are like, "They must be playing." And he looks at him, he's like, "Yeah, they're just playing." And he sends me a Snapchat, and I'm like, I hate to break it to you. That's not
wait,
playtime.
wait, Tanner didn't know?
He didn't know. Why would he know
Oh,
this randomly?
I don't know.
Most people
I
don't know this.
I just here's what I'm assuming is
I
like,
educated him that day.
oh, yeah. Well, I'm assuming that most people don't see a bunch of like male ducks and one female, and they're like, oh, I bet they're playing tag. Like that's what this
It
is.
would. I mean, if you don't know any better and you're
Hmm.
thinking animals are just, playing around or whatever,
I mean, it's like a straight up.
he had to scoot them off. Like when I sent that back, I was like, yeah, no, that's not. Mm,
Yep.
you should leave. Things are about to
Yep.
get sticky.
Oh, wrong adjective. No. I managed to actually hit two of the males with my wiffle ball bat. And then looked up why that was happening. And
Ah, that's right.
that's when I found out.
Um,
Like a straight up
yeah,
dolphin and pufferfish situation.
yeah. Listen, and that's when I knew nature. If nature does it, I can do it too.
Just just do all the things.
All the pufferfish. Mm-hmm. How? It's a good thing they never showed that in SpongeBob.
No, 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 no. Oh,
Yo, I've started making some choices in my words. Oh man. Fatherhood's gonna be great, guys.
It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be so fantastic. Man.
Oh, I got two pieces of good news before we take off for the day. All right. Well,
All right.
one's no, they're both good advice. Excuse me, not news. Good advice. Um, I mentioned it before. I'm gonna mention it again. Uh, just not be so sarcastic this time. Parents, don't forget to take a break. When you're like, how, when, who, what, figure it out. Take a break. It's way too tough on y'all most times, and you're not giving yourself any grace. Take a break. You all deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, for not only for yourself but for your children. Second of all, go get checkups. Go see your doctors. Take care of yourself so you can take care of your kids. Again, it's that simple. If you can't find a way to do it for yourself, remember that you got children and do it for them.
Yep.
I would prefer you do it for yourself. It's a better lesson to teach, but I
Yeah.
digress. But let's start somewhere, you know.
It's good.
So that's what I got for this week.
Those are really solid pieces of good advice. It's a it's a different vibe when you go from bad advice to good advice. Like, and you hit with those. Like, they're simple, but you know a lot of people aren't out there actually like taking care of themselves.
I only say it because I'm making sure I take care of myself, especially for this. Um, I want to be able to be the healthiest I can, not for the child, but so I can be better, and that'll go down to the child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yep.
for me, and it'll have a domino effect. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I got for y'all.
It's good.
All right. With that, peace and love. We'll see you next week.